Today I'm just gonna do a quick playthrough and the update of the game called Mountains of Madness. So there are a few cards that have been changed. Those cards with the DVM Luger, the Sled Dog, Aviation Fuel, Expedition Pilot, and the Ancient Tablet. I changed some of these cards because some of the effect and some of the cost because they were a bit out of balance. Actually, some of them made the game easier, and some of them has some effects or action that wasn't really that much useful. So that's the one thing that was updated with the mod, and I'm gonna update, of course, and the print and play file. The other update is for the basic rules for the games, and by the way, all these games we're gonna call them uh, Decks of Terror series. So they all gonna have the essential rule book which I'm writing and making. So the essential rule change is when you have a field that is filled and at the start of your turn, so you have already 3 cards in the field. Normally you would refill, so if you cannot refill, you have to refresh. That's mandatory. Previously you can discard 1 or 2 cards. Now it's mandatory to discard 2 cards, so it's always going to be 2 that's going to go away, and it must be curious first, and then if you don't have curious, you can discard monsters of your choice. So that's one really important rule changed. The other rule change is when you sacrificing cards to pay for other cards. If you only have 1 card in your sacrifice pile, you cannot use that card. So it cannot go to the bottom of the deck because you don't have the bottom of the deck. You only have 1 card there. You have to have at least 2 cards to, uh, shuffle them, one to the bottom, two, so the other can go to the top. This could be pretty badly overused if you have only 1 card, especially if you need that icon constantly. So those are the rule changes. Those are the card changes. Now we're gonna play a game so you can see how it works with the new rules and with the new cards. So I'm gonna prepare setup simple shuffle without the other thing inside. Draw 3 cards. Shuffle the other thing inside the encounter deck, shuffle the locations, then flip them up, and we can start. So my starting location in the city of the other things, that's where I start from. Permanent effect is that all monsters have a test strength of 1, meaning that this infected bear instead of 2 has 1. So it will be activated uh, as we know that any test strength of 1 is going to be sure to activate because we have the cards that has only 1, 2, or 3 on them. All right, we also have this peril, sorry, which is not that bad because I don't have any sanity damage, but this terror is pretty bad because I could actually die from this monster if I don't do something about it, because it says draw 1 terror damage, and if it's health damage, draw another. So if I draw health and then I draw another health, that's gonna get me out of the game from turn 1. So let's see what we can do here. I have this expedition pilot, which is now changed. As you can see, he previously had like cost of any 2 symbols. Now it's a cross and mounted, so it's not easy to purchase him. I can, if I can cycle, I can discard expedition pilot to remove 1 terror damage. Can't cycle right now. Free action is a bit different, but he still can lead you to the location that you need, the crewed airstrip. But right now it works a bit different if you have him in your reserve because your field must be out without any perils or monsters. It cannot lead you there if there are perils or monsters. I'm kind of in trouble here with this infected bear. So I have some options. I can burn a card to cycle him and any other monster perils to the bottom of the counter deck, but I'm gonna lose 1 card. Now, when I'm burned, must go from a field, and then if there is more than I have to burn, then you can choose either from the encounter, from the top of the encounter deck, which is kind of scary because you know there is a losing condition if you burn the, in this scenario, if you burn like Elder Thing, Aviation Fuel, maybe the location that you need, which can also get burned. Alright. The question is, can I pay for the infected bear to go away? So I need a cross and eclipse. I have one of these here because you can also sacrifice these locations that will change location, but I do not have a cross. So I think just to be safe and not get that many terror damage right from the start, I will have to burn something. Burning Expedition Pilot is a no-go, so I think I'm gonna burn the Frozen Body. Go to burn section, and then I can cycle Infected Bear and any other monsters to the bottom of the encounter deck. So that was my common action. Now we're gonna refill the field and we will continue playing. And there's Elder Thing jumping out immediately. Oh boy. Let's see. That's not really good. This is also bad. The other thing doesn't have any cost. And this will also activate because all monsters have a test of 1 in the City of the Elder Things. Oh, well, here's the thing, though. I can discard this Madman. I can pay for hit cost to discard it to remove it as a monster. And I actually have a here something I can do. So it demands the mountain icon. I do have this wild here that we're gonna change locations. So yeah, let's do that at least because I can't do much about the other things sadly. So sacrifice that, change location. Let's see the permanent effect, which will immediately be active if terror pile is empty. Okay, so it's not gonna be empty soon. Anyway, we're gonna discard this. And that's all I can do. Elder Thing's gonna activate. I don't have to draw a card for him. But if there was another parallel monster, I would have to test other things. This card always self-activates basically. So take Elder Thing as your terror damage. Done. Now I have 1 health and sanity damage. Then burn the top card of the location deck, so I lose the lake camp. And that's gonna actually lose me the game. Maybe if I read this correctly, I wouldn't do location change. Because why will it lose me a game? Well, it's the second symbol here, as you can see. 2 traumas. And I actually can't do... Yeah, that's the top card of the location deck. Not from the end here. So Elder Thing destroyed the lake camp and it's destroyed my chances to win the game. Oh well, if there was any other icon, then I would be able to do something. So, end of the turn. Can I do something about this? There is no action to save me, so I lose the game. Okay, now that you saw that, let's play another one. And that's what can happen with the Mountains of Madness. It's that easy. Okay, let's shuffle the cards. Get the other thing inside. Shuffle these and flip it. Now I start in the Frozen Wasteland, which is also bad because of this effect. Either I discard Curio or get terror damage. So let's see, can I get some Curios here? Lost in the Storm. Move your current location to... Okay, so this Lost in the Storm is actually pretty good for me. Could save me a damage, but can I get the Luger later on? So I would need a gate and a trauma. There is a gate here, and trauma I might get somewhere. So you know what? Let's exhaust some cards because it's good to have some cards to cycle back when you have this expedition pilot. So yes, I will do this action from the Lost in the Storm. Exhaust 2. Then move your current location to the bottom of the deck. So let's move through this Frozen Wasteland. And bam, we again at the cities of the Elder Things. So now the monsters will always activate. Anyway, I need to test for this peril, which will happen, but you still draw a card. Okay, let's directly go to the bottom. And it says flip your location, deck face down, shuffled it, flip it back. So we're gonna be lost in the storm. And we are back to the frozen wasteland. This goes away. We are in the end of the turn. Either discard one curio or draw terror damage. We're still gonna get the terror damage. And it's gonna be health damage, as you can see. Okay, so refill. Wow. Okay, I can see something that can help me here. So, I could use a Luger exhaust one to discard the infected bear, but that's still gonna deal me damage because this frozen waste. So I should probably change this location, which meaning sacrificing. There's a, you can see there is like a eclipse there, and I need a cross and eclipse to pay for infected bear. So I do have eclipse, I do have a cross. I'm gonna lose Luger for a moment. It's gonna go to sacrifice pile, but I think I have to change my location and get rid of the bear in the same turn. So sacrificing Luger, sacrificing this goes to bottom, and now we are in the Lakes camp. Okay, and bear is gone, so that's at least good. Gonna keep me safe for a bit. All right, let's see what we have here right now. We have a madman, which might activate or not. I do have this ancient tablet. I can cycle 2 cards to burn the top location. Now, this is a bit questionable. I mean, it is a good and a bad thing in a way because I'm getting 2 cards back, and I'm also removing 1 location completely, meaning it's going to be easier to find that airstrip location, especially if you're going to burn location that is really harmful to you. Right now, it is not. And the madman might activate. But I have this expedition pilot, which I can discard to remove 1 terror damage. So let's see the free action from here. Ooh, this can save me from the Elder Thing. But I would need trauma and a mountain to pay for it. There's a trauma here, but then it's gonna go to my terror damage if I sacrifice it. There's also trauma here, but there is no mountain, sadly, I could use. So the question is, do I want to discard Expedition Pilot just to remove a terror damage? So I don't die from this, possibly. And I think I will have to do that. So we're gonna do this action, cycle 1. This goes at the bottom of the deck. And discard Expedition Pilot to remove 1 terror damage. It also goes to the bottom of the deck. Alright, that's all I can do. Now we're testing for the Madman. It's a 3 against 2. It will happen. So discard all cards from your reserve, then draw terror damage. My terror damage is sanity for now. Also, ancient tablet's gonna go away as it is a peril. That gone. Refill. Alright, we have some perils and some curios. Ooh, okay. Something in the ice. Exhaust 1, move 1 curio from the field or from the top of the sacrifice pile into your reserve. Okay, so this could be good. Because I do have this Luger on the top of my sacrifice pile. I could get it into my reserve. And then with it, I could actually kill that madman. So I think we're gonna do common action from this peril. We're gonna exhaust 1 and get the Luger into my reserve. And now Oh wait, I can't. I just remember. I cannot use free action immediately. It's gonna be active in my second turn. Okay, let's go back then. You know what? Okay, move one monster peril to the bottom sacrifice pile. Okay, this Elder Sign can actually help. Yes, I will have it to use the Elder Sign. So let's exhaust one to move one monster or peril to the bottom of the sacrifice pile. Let's move him down. Then we're gonna test for these perils. Oh, Elder Thing. It's basically auto activates everything. It's a nice card. We'll go to the bottom of the deck though. So no terror effects, just discarded. There is terror effects. Draw one terror damage. If it's sanity, draw another terror damage. It is health. Lucky me, and it's the aviation fuel that I need. Okay, this goes away. I'm still alive. I only have sanity and health damage, but I mean, next thing I draw, I will die. So let's see if there is something that's gonna help. Oh, there's the infected bear again. Well, let's see. I can burn a card to cycle him and everything else to the bottom. Don't want to use the Lake's Diary. This Sled Dog can help me. I can cycle one to discard monster peril from the field with a test strength of 2. So yeah, I can do it with the infected bear. He has a test strength of 2. And then I shuffle Sled Dog into the encounter deck. Or I can burn one, just remove the bear and hope to get this dog later on. I will have to burn the Lake's Diary, I think. Yeah, I will burn Lake's Diary to cycle infected bear and any other monster to the bottom. Okay, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna draw 2. Okay, here's a giant penguin. If you had the frozen wastelands, I am not, so I don't care about this. But otherwise, burn the penguin and discard all cards from the reserve. Okay, I don't care penguin to get burned. I'm okay with that. But let's see what else we can do. We have William Dyer. Take one curio from the top of the sacrifice pile into your reserve or burn one peril from the field. Okay, this is actually pretty good. I can get that Luger. So, I will exhaust one. Take the Luger. And that's it. That's it. Need to test for the penguin. It is, okay, he's gonna definitely activate. Because that was the other thing. So, I'm not in the frozen wastelands. But I have to burn Giant Penguin and discard one card from my reserve. So I'm gonna lose the Luger, sadly. Okay. That's bad. But I'm left with these guys, which can help me at least. Oh, there's the infected bear again. I think it's gonna be Sled Dog. Unless I wanna make... Oh no, I cannot pay. I do have this, but I don't have a cross icon. Oh, and I'm 2 steps away from death. So I think Sled Dog will have to be activated. Cycle a card. It's a Luger. Bottom of the deck. Discard Monster and Barrel. Yeah, test strength of 2, so... Oh, discard, yeah. Then I shuffle him into the deck. That's it. Oh, there's a dog again, and there's another thing. You know what? Sled Dog's gonna help us again. Yep. So we're gonna cycle 1. Discard monster. Oh, wait. I cannot. Must be strength of 2. He's the highest strength. So no, dog will not help us right now. I think we are dead. Let me just check. Ooh. I can burn it, but then I also lose the game. Sadly, can't do nothing here. So take other thing as your damage, then burn the top card of the location deck. End of the turn. 2 sanity, 2 health. I'm completely destroyed. Alright, so that was the Mountains of Madness. As you can see, pretty difficulties pretty rise up. And it's not gonna be easy to beat this game as it was before. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. See you in the next game. Goodbye.